Welcome to my channel SB Quotes. 57 motivational quotes to help you be more courageous in times of need. 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So, throw off the bowlines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. The opposite for courage is not cowardice, it is conformity. Even a dead fish can go with the flow. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. Courage is the hallmark of spirituality. Courage comes when you love yourself for who you are. To look at something as though we had never seen it before requires great courage. Mistakes are always forgivable, if one has the courage to admit them. The courage to imagine the otherwise is our greatest resource, adding color and suspense to all our life. God grant me the courage not to give up what I think is right even though I think it is hopeless. Courage is knowing what not to fear. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. It takes a lot of courage to release the familiar and seemingly secure, to embrace the new. But there is no real security in what is no longer meaningful. There is more security in the adventurous and exciting, for in movement there is life, and in change there is power. Courage means doing what's right no matter what they say. Either life entails courage, or it ceases to be life. There's only one requirement of any of us, and that is to be courageous. Because courage, as you might know, defines all other human behavior. Choose the great adventure of being brave and afraid. At the exact same time. Vulnerability is our most accurate measurement of courage. My definition of courage is never letting anyone define you. All you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination. To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits and then you have to have the courage to blow past them. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Courage is a love affair with the unknown. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Courage is found in unlikely places. Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. A team is where a boy can prove his courage on his own. A gang is where a coward goes to hide. Always do the things you fear the most. Courage is an acquired taste, like caviar. Start living in discomfort. Gradually increase it little by little, and you will steadily grow. If you want sudden growth, deluge yourself in great discomfort and do not retreat from it. The more discomfort you are willing to bear, the more you can grow. Courage is almost a contradiction in terms. It means a strong desire to live taking the form of readiness to die. Creativity requires the courage to let go of certainties. I beg you take courage, the brave soul can mend even disaster. Courage is contagious. When a brave man takes a stand, the spines of others are often stiffened. People with courage and character always seem sinister to the rest. Have the courage to take your own thoughts seriously, for they will shape you. Will you dare to try and learn and grow? Or will you allow fear to take over? Life happens in the river, not on the shore. Courage is a heart word. The root of the word courage is cor, the Latin word for heart. In one of its earliest forms, the word courage meant to speak one's mind by telling all one's heart. True courage is not the brutal force of vulgar heroes, but the firm resolve of virtue and reason. You have to accept whatever comes, and the only important thing is that you meet it with courage and with the best that you have to give. Let me be myself and then I am satisfied. I know that I'm a woman with inward strength and plenty of courage. It's better to cross the line and suffer the consequences than to just stare at the line for the rest of your life. America was not built on fear. America was built on courage, on imagination, and an unbeatable determination to do the job at hand. He who loses wealth loses much, he who loses a friend loses more, but he that loses his courage loses all. It is only necessary to have courage, for strength without self-confidence is useless. Don't be ashamed to need help. Like a soldier storming a wall, you have a mission to accomplish. And if you've been wounded and you need a comrade to pull you up, so what? Running away from the immediacy of our experience is like preferring death to life. I told myself, Malala, you have already faced death. This is your second life. Don't be afraid. If you are afraid, you can't move forward. Conscience is the root of all true courage. If a man would be brave, let him obey his conscience. Most of us have far more courage than we ever dreamed we possessed. With enough courage, you can do without a reputation. My courage and my bravery at a young age was the thing I was bullied for, a kind of, who do you think you are? Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. Let us not pray to be sheltered from dangers but to be fearless when facing them. He who is brave is free. It takes guts and humility to admit mistakes. Admitting we're wrong is courage, not weakness. A lot of people do not muster the courage to live their dreams because they are afraid to die. Thanks so much for your watching. God bless you.